Hi, passengers. We are back with another pop culture episode. It's one of our newer series online podcasts. And if you're new here, one, what took you so long? And two, welcome aboard. This is your pilot, Tracy, speaking alongside co pilot Heather. Let's just get into it. BBLs. Why is everyone getting this surgery?
BBLs are super common, although I feel like people have been getting BBLs for a while. It just wasn't so dramatic. And now we're seeing like the full skull.
Yeah, it has been around for just like any other surgery,
Yeah,
but it's becoming
years.
more mainstream, like a nose job or
Yeah.
like a breast augmentation. It's becoming in that same higher category
I think
and being
people,
normalized.
they didn't know how accessible BBLs were. They're not that expensive. I mean, sure, any surgery is going to cost an arm and a leg, but it's like going through a drive-through. Like, go get your BBL.
Yes, literally. Okay. Why do you think people are getting it though? Like, why do you think it's become a big thing now, all of a sudden?
I think just like any other style or body type, it's just more desirable. And I think that some people really just want a big ass. And then, and it's the easiest way to get it. Sure, you can go to the gym, but it doesn't really, it's not that instant gratification, not to take away from the recovery of BBLs.
Speaking of recovery, I was thinking that on a more deeper level, because you can say, is one of the side effects from the pandemic.
Mm,
How everyone was like, I know it's become like a common thing where people are opening up about mental health and how a lot of people suffer with body dysmorphia, or they're just insecure with how they feel because they've gained so much weight from the
mm-hmm.
last year. And now it's just like, hey, this is something I can afford with these stimulus checks.
Right.
Save up a couple of them and I can get this surgery.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing.
It's tricky because I'm so for like if you don't like something with your body and you can change it, do it. Like there's no price on happiness, but it sucks that it's so mainstream now.
And it's so aggressive. It's
I,
so aggressive.
I really do feel like a lot of it's just too much. And not to mention Facetune and all these apps where you can enhance it even more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also like, what's real? Like, what do you really look like? No one really knows.
Right. I saw this video of a girl. She was talking about her surgery, her BBL, of course. It's just like a lot of people I know are going to give me hate. A lot of people have told me to go back and get my money back. I should have never gotten this surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And they were giving her this hate because she got a BBL that fits her frame because it
Right.
wasn't excessively big. And they felt like, oh, well, that was a waste of your money. Why not go big? Go big or go home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, whoa, so what's really behind it for someone to get hate and ridiculed for not having an extreme BBL? Like, how did that come
Yeah.
about?
People are just so nasty. It's easy to leave hate on someone's page because you're behind the screen. And I don't think they take into consideration like how it's it's like you feel mauled after getting surgery. So uh, it just sucks. But that's the internet, man.
It's just this beauty standard,
Yeah.
that everyone is trying to meet, and I don't know where it's coming from.
It changes so often too. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of women who get BBLs truly want it. Like that's what they want to look like, and that's chill. It's just like it's hard.
What do you mean?
Like it's hard because a lot of women and I'm sure there are a lot of women who aren't on social media getting BBLs, but it's hard for the young girls who are growing up and they're like, oh my God, this woman is so beautiful. And you can't even tell what enhancements have been made, what apps are being used to filter the photo. It just leads to a deeper problem. But also, I can understand that, like, you want to look how you want to look, you know?
Yeah. I feel like more what I was grasping at is that when it comes to the standard, quote unquote, it's like this hourglass figure,
Mm-hmm.
big boobs, small waist, big butt. And so the video that I was mentioning is like, yeah, she got trendy. She was on trend with getting the BBL, but because it wasn't a massive dump truck, they're like, well, why would you even get it? Like, as if that's
Mm,
the whole point of a BBL is to be bodaciously huge down there. And it's like, no, it's to, in her, I guess, in her perspective, it's just to enhance into the way that she wanted to look.
exactly.
So I feel like when it comes like to these cosmetic surgeries, the best thing is to make sure that you're doing it for you and that you're getting what fits your frame,
Yeah.
basically, and not trying to just copy off the next one because what works for someone else may not work for you.
It's choose a good doctor. I saw this other video and she was like, he didn't take any like inspiration photos because he just truly wanted to like do what was best for your frame. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just the best thing to do because you're
Right.
never going to look like the next person.
Right. Not everybody type is right for each person.
Right. And it's okay to look different. I mean, once you start looking like clones, it's like, God, how much does that cost? Like, you know?
It's a prime example of do your research.
Yeah.
Do your
And
research and be careful.
yeah,
Well, speaking of looking the same, it comes up to the question of who's the blueprint. There's only one thing that comes to my mind.
I can't think about anyone. Who comes to your mind?
Black women.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a specific person. So I was like, let me think, like, who was the first?
No, like Black women are the blueprint, the curvy and all the quote unquote right places.
Hmm. I mean, the BBL epidemic is taking over.
I just found out that with breast reductions, there's a chance that the breast tissue will grow back.
Oh,
And then you
God.
back to whatever size you had,
Yeah.
which is very discouraging for me.
Gosh. I guess it's like with any surgery, you really have to maintain it, however they say, or
Well, it's not even like the maintenance of it. It's just your body's gonna do what it wants to do.
yeah, heal itself from whatever you took from it.
Right. Or reject whatever you put into it.
Yeah. And even because I know with BBLs, the fat that they like take from your stomach or whatever can disappear. And it's just like a wasted amount of money.
Oh,
It just like melts away.
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it's like you really need to be up on your fajas or your ab boards or,
The faja. I want a
yeah.
faja.
I know some girls are like super into like faja and waist training. And that's like a really key part of the BBLs that nobody like talks about.
That maintenance after.
Yeah, it's lifelong.
That you know what? It just hit me right now. Like the first person that I knew to get a BBL
Hmm.
was Trisha Paytas.
Really?
Yeah, well, she got a liposuction. I think she got a BBL later, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe
Oh,
she got all three because she was getting surgeries back to back to back at one point.
oh my gosh.
And I just remember she would have these vlogs with her bulbs and stuff
Oh,
hanging,
jeez.
and all the sculpting after the what is it called, the lymphatic massages and stuff, and how
Yeah.
bad they hurt. I'm just like, that's a lot of maintenance afterwards. And does how
Oh,
much does that cost? Like, is it included with
it's not
the payment?
included.
See, that's where people may be slipping. They
Yeah.
can afford the maintenance after.
Yeah. Or fully
Ooh,
understand like what goes into it.
right. Mm.
The first person I know who got a BBL was Heidi Montag. And
Really?
yeah, on the hills.
Holy, yeah.
She got like 10 surgeries at once and they annihilated her in the media. And
Ooh.
now, and it's just like, it's crazy that someone's like, I think she like, her heart stopped beating at one point. Like someone was close to death because of
Mhm.
how berated they were in the media. And now it's like okay, I'm going to go to the DR and get a BBL tomorrow.
That's the industry, man.
Not to put you guys off of getting BBLs, get it. Like, send me progress pics. I would love it.
Yeah, that's not the aim. It's just trying to figure out why now. Why is it such a epidemic?
It's so accessible.
I mean, but plenty of things are so accessible.
Right. I think, I don't know. I don't know. I think people really just like it. Like, it's a figure that you didn't know was like, it's like what you see in, what's that movie called with the girl with the red hair with the small waist? Roger Rabbit?
Oh yeah.
It's like
Who
your
framed Roger
life.
Rabbit?
Yeah. It's like you can be what 80% of society desires for 10K plus 5 maintenance.
That's a whole car right there. You can get you a Toyota Camry.
Priorities.
Which body you want? Which body do you
Like,
want?
that's all you need.
I mean, speaking of the industry, Cardi B's pregnant, man. Did you watch that BET performance?
I didn't.
I don't have cable, so I watched like clips that were like on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
She had this really nice like mesh cutout around her stomach, and
Mm.
the whole thing was like a black bodysuit and had like sparkles all over it. And the only thing I could think of was like Beyonce when she announced that she was pregnant and she dropped the
Oh,
mic and like, started rubbing her belly and the whole crowd went crazy.
yeah.
I didn't get that same effect with Cardi performance, but I did see it on like Instagram as well.
Mm.
I love a pregnant Cardi. I think she looks amazing.
I only saw a picture. It looked really cute. All I could think about was like, oh my God, a baby with a man who cheated on me. A second one.
Mm. I think she put that caption, something about we prayed, we worked on our relationship, and
Mm.
now they're in a better place. Kind of remind me of that video that you sent me that time with a girl. What's that man's name? He used to give relationship advice, and then he
Oh
ended up
my
cheating on his
God.
wife.
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson. It reminded me of that. Like it was a caption, like his wife could have helped Cardi write it. That's the vibe I was getting.
Yeah, like blink twice if he got you pregnant on purpose, you know? Like,
Yeah. She said we listened to each other, communicated, prayed, and then God blessed us and our family with another blessing. Our home feels so blissful and very busy. We are ready and so happy. Thank you so much, everyone, for the congrats and well wishes.
to each their own, you know?
I
I
already know how
mean,
you feel on the topic.
like, I really, it's a no for me, especially because it's one thing to like embarrass your wife in private, but to embarrass me in front of the masses when we have a child together, you don't respect me and you never will because you didn't.
That reminds me of some advice my mom gave me. She was like, "It's up to the woman to choose what she's gonna tolerate in the relationship,"
Mm,
and she made her choice.
yeah,
So I mean, go ahead, Cardi.
I'm not judging Cardi. It is what it is. It's her life. I'm just saying what I couldn't I couldn't handle that.
Right, and I can respect that because I couldn't do it either.
Yeah.
Like, but that's just me speaking from the outside. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the situation would have to be for me to take my husband back
Infidelity.
after he done stepped out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
that's
Especially
really tough.
not to like bring up religion, but it's like, through the trials and tribulations you stay, I don't know if I can do it.
Mm,
Because I
yeah.
can't pray, because I know no matter how much I pray to forgive, I'll never forget. And I don't want it
It's
to be
always going to be
toxic.
something to remind you. Yeah. I just want to ask her, like, so what, how did you know you were ready to take him back?
Right. Like, what happened? Like, I can imagine that when you have children with someone, it's like, oh, I want to do this for my daughter. But like, I love myself so much that I would want to show her there's better for you.
Right. Because I'm just thinking right now, if I was to get cheated on,
Oh, no.
it's dead and done.
It's dead. Like, block,
Yeah.
delete. I don't care what we have. I don't care if I'm pregnant. It's over. Like, you can have a place in the child's life, of course. I'm not malicious like you. Like, we're different folks. Like, come on, man. Sorry if I got deep on that. It really pisses me off when Black men just continuously, like, it's like they win every time. Like, who's going to stand up and say no?
Right. Because honestly, now, like you said, I don't want the Cardi B fans coming for us, but I
Right.
would just love to see her elevated to someone better and been
Yes.
like, you know what? That didn't work out. You made your choice. I'm moving on to something bigger and better.
Yes.
Man.
But we don't see that nowadays. It's like you cower down and you think, okay, if I can pray about it, like God can fix anything, and He sure can. But like, what if He's telling you something different you can't hear because Offset is sitting right next to you? Like, I can't think.
I just, because the whole cheating thing, I can't wrap my mind around it. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm going to make that type of commitment to you, I can't see myself cheating on you.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's just like, what was he outsourcing?
Right. Because I've seen relationships that have lasted without, you know, one or the other stepping out. Like,
Yeah.
it's a very possible thing. Sure, there's temptation out there, of course. There's always going to be temptation. But if you love this person and your love is as strong as it claims to be, what happened in that moment? You let
Exactly.
less trump your love? Like, really?
It's weird. It's so weird.
Oh man, I would lose my mind because there's a long process of healing after that. Like, sure, we can mend our relationship,
Mhm.
but I'm still gonna have subconscious resentment towards you for it.
Right.
So, with that being said, I wish her the best of luck.
Happy
Pray that
labor and delivery.
yeah, I pray that baby was made out of pure love.
Selena's acting again, not Wizards of Waverly Place. It's a new series called Only Murders in the Building on Hulu.
I'm excited for it. I haven't seen her act in a long time.
Man, I want to be excited, but I have Hulu with ads and I can't watch it.
Oh, you have had. Shout out to my sister, man. They pay for that.
Michael, what is going on? But Selena, I always see clips of her on Instagram and her on set, and I love it. She looks mature, and I'm like, okay, let's see it.
She's been looking good. I'm not too hip to her makeup line that she has. Um,
Honestly, I've seen videos on it, and it looks like it just applies so divine. Like, I really think she did something good there. People
I
love
should
it.
probably try it.
You should. Literally, people rave about it. I didn't think it would be received so well, especially because, influencers get upset when celebrities come out with like beauty brands. But
Yeah.
she didn't get any, like, I'm sure she got some backlash, but it was quickly retracted.
Right. Well, I've never known her to be associated with like the beauty world. It was always acting and singing.
Yeah.
So the makeup line just really took me aback. But now that she's jumping back into acting, I'm just like, wow. I feel like she's one of the celebrities that I really kind of look up to because she had a pretty hard setback
Yeah.
after that whole thing with Justin Bieber.
I mean,
And
2 months he was engaged. That
yeah,
would kill somebody. But
I
look at
know he was
her.
cheating on her. I know he
Had to
was.
be.
Then I know she has like some mental health problems as well.
Mm-hmm.
So to see her kind of back is nice.
I love it. I think Selena, she's a triple threat, a quadruple threat, you know? And some
Mhm.
people like will get famous on Disney Channel and revert to like drugs and alcohol, or they were abused in the system. And I feel like she just took everything in strides, even from the Miley and Mandy and Demi scandal. Like she's just been like just a role model through and through.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there was a lot of times she could have slipped
Yeah.
and been in the same boat as Demi
Yeah.
or, somebody else. But I applaud her. She made it through. And like you said, yeah, she still remained a role model.
Mm-hmm.
Very tasteful. Go ahead, Selena.
We love you. T will tune in and she will let me know how it goes.
Yes. I'll give a review.
Okay, next. Well, Ariana is working with BetterHelp and offering 1 month free therapy. What do you think about that?
I think that's amazing. BetterHelp is a good resource. It's a good app. Because even my therapist, when I was going, had recommended it to me, and I was like, I'm not paying for that though,
Mm,
because our sessions I didn't even pay for. So I was like, girl, why would you recommend that to me? But
right.
I did do some research on it, and it's top rated. Like I'll
Mm,
give them that. Like I've always heard about BetterHelp when it comes to like um mental health resources, like in apps.
yeah.
That's and Calm as well. But I think she was donating, I want to say 1 million, but I'm
Wow.
not sure. Let me double check. I think it's $1 million because that's how they were able to give everyone a month free.
Oh,
Yep, it's $1 million.
wow.
She's doing a damn thing. I
I
said, go
love
ahead.
that.
Oh, wait a minute. They just doubled it, it looks like. Wait, sorry, are they getting 2 months free? They are, because they doubled the million. I guess they're giving 2 months free of free
Wow.
therapy. So you get to talk with like a live person
Mm-hmm.
for 2 months. And if you want to keep your subscription, they can keep it.
You know, I'm all for free therapy. I'm for it. It's just whenever I see like a celebrity's face on something, it instantly my mind goes to like, have you utilized it? How much are they paying you? Because I know there has to be something involved unless you're affiliated with the cause, you know? But I do
Mm-hmm.
think it's incredible. And also, it's BetterHelp has been around for so long, and it just like brings more traction to the app, which should have been there before. But now that Ariana Grande is saying this is good, then people, it has to be endorsed by someone who's someone to be
Right.
something, which is ridiculous. But that's the way the world works.
I just kind of see it as like Miley with her Happy Hippie Foundation. Miley is not the first one to have a homeless foundation.
Right.
Money that for people to take donations and for the homeless and whatnot, provide resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure, Marley's making her coin off of that in some kind of way as well.
Yeah.
So it sucks like celebrities, you know, I don't want to say it has to be a gimmick or they have to profit from it, but I think it's important, and if it takes having to have someone like Ariana Grande to be the face of it so people can, reach out, then why not?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean, free help is free help.
Yeah. I didn't even know Miley had a foundation. I'm like
Yeah, the
on the
Happy Hippie
outs.
Foundation.
Wow.
She does a lot of charity work. It's that yellow happy face where the eyes are two H's. You never seen
Mm.
that logo?
No, never. Let me Google it.
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. It's been around for a while. It's for like homelessness and the LGBTQ community. Yeah. If you guys haven't heard about that, do a quick Google search. Donate if you can.
Oh, this is really sweet.
We love Miley. I stand Miley over here. Okay. Through all her phases. I love her.
She's just unapologetically herself. And that's what we don't see nowadays.
Yes. Singers. We've been focusing a lot on artists, which brings me to Doja Cat. She has a new album out. I love it. I was like, okay, Doja, I'm gonna forgive you a little bit for you acting out because this album is good.
Gosh, I need to give it a listen. I don't
It's called Planet Her. Okay. Let me tell you what songs to listen to, guys. I don't like the first one.
Gosh, she doesn't start off
uh,
with a banger.
it doesn't do it for me now. Everyone knows Kiss Me More with SZA, but the song Ain't Shit, I love that one.
This is the
Ariana
album.
Grande, I Don't Do Drugs as a
Mm,
feature. That was good too. Yeah, I love that it's a lengthier album because I've noticed that a lot of like new age artists, they only put like 9 songs
yeah.
on an album. It's like, what? 45 minutes, 35 minutes. What's some other good music? What have you been listening to?
I am I'm always on Drake, and then I'll listen to a little bit of Sam Smith and Brent Faiyaz, Tory Lanez, a little bit of old school Bryson Tiller, Miguel. That's kind of just like my vibe right now. What about you?
Okay. 'Cause I know before you were telling me that you were really into Olivia Rodrigo and
That was
having that
fun.
moment.
That was a good few days. I really like her music, but gosh, I kind of dropped Olivia. I still listen to Harry. I love it, but her
Did you
music
give those
just
5 songs a listen?
okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't because
See?
you told me to listen to Falling by Harry Styles, and I was like, this is it. Like, how am I gonna listen to something else when I listen to a hit? I have to like let that song have its moment. Like,
Um,
who am I to take away from Harry's moment? It was incredible.
well, when you're ready for another moment, go back and listen to Kill My Time.
Okay, yes. You know what? I'm going to give it a listen tonight because it has been a while. I've been meaning to tell you that Falling had my heart and I just kept forgetting. So now I need to move on.
It's a nice song to get to drown in, you know.
I
Um,
quickly wanted to tell you guys about a Netflix show that I've been watching. It's Too Hot to Handle season 2.
you know what?
And you guys, Too Hot to Handle season 2, like season 1 was rough, but season 2 is like
You love your reality TV shows,
it's
like challenge shows.
it's
I've never.
incredible television. You know? Like nothing beats the original challenges and the hills, but the new stuff is like, whoa, what is happening here?
I will say the only one that got me was Are You the One and
Mm,
The Circle.
the circle. I told
Those
T
had
season
me.
1, you're missing out. And she didn't
I
even.
didn't even watch season 1 because I watched the first episode and got bored. But the
Yeah.
second one was top tier.
The
It was
second
top
one,
notch quality.
it was catty right off. Because I think
Mm.
people had seen the show and what you can get from it. And they were like, I'm going in guns blazing. I can't get kicked off.
I was happy with the winner for season 2 because I felt like they were gonna win.
Yeah. I gave up on the show because the cattiness was a lot, but I did see the winner, and he deserved it.
I realized I never answered your question about the music.
Oh, what music
Um,
are you listening to right now?
what's in my playlist? I feel like I'm always changing moods and like what I keep in circulation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna sound. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but do you remember who Ryan Beatty is?
Sounds familiar.
I think like before Nash Greer came about, or like right around the same time, and
Mm-hmm.
like Austin Mahone, like those white boys.
Yeah, Viner.
Yeah. So one of his songs randomly came on, and I've been obsessed with it. It's called Evergreen. And I was like, wow, who is this? And I was like, Ryan Beatty. Like, he used to be popping in like 2011 with the Teeny
Oh,
Bopper.
dang.
So I was kind of ashamed that I liked the song, But I was like, I can't deny it. This is really good.
I'll have to give it a listen.
Yeah, it took me off guard. And then Passengers. I want to give you a song recommendation because I feel like I have pretty good taste in music sometimes. It's called Next to You by New West. That song puts me in a trance. I just love it. I love it so much. But other than that, I've just been listening to like a lot of old stuff, like Tears for Fears and a lot of old Ed Sheeran, indie music like the Bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe I've been on. Totally opposite.
Yeah.
But,
me and T have different tastes, and that's fine. I hope you guys take away from this that your favorite artists or influencers or anyone that you look up to, you don't need to be like them to be successful or to be beautiful.
Yeah. I would just say do it for yourself, no matter what it is. Just make sure you're doing it for you.
Yeah.
Make sure you do your research, you think things through, especially when it comes to something so dramatic, because you're going under the knife.
Yeah.
Anytime your insides are exposed, there's room for mishap to happen. But yeah, just do it for yourself. If you're going to take back the man that was cheating on you, make sure you're taking him back because you really know that you can forgive him. Not just because he begged you.
Yeah. Know that he's faithful. Obviously, that's a questionable subject. I don't know, guys. Don't take him back. What the fuck do you want from me? Don't take him back. There is so much better for you out there. What's the point of being with... I know some of you guys are with your boyfriends right now and they, mess around and people make mistakes. So take him back.
I think I just stressed Heather out just a little bit there.
It's a lot for me. I say just be understanding. I think this whole episode is just like be understanding about what other people are going through, whether that be toxic relationships or body dysmorphia or just wanting to change something about themselves or their situation. Just to be understanding.
Mm-hmm. It's always a crazy ride here over at Lamp Podcast, but that's what we do. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed today's flight through BBL land. Don't forget to check back in with us next Saturday for a new episode.
Our last episode.
New and last.
Our series finale, guys, will be ending with a friendship app. We can't wait for you guys to hear.
Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, check in on your people, check in on yourself, and keep it easy.